Hello everyone, this is Roger Ray, Tina Kay, and we have our friend Vicki here with us.
Hello. Hi everybody.
Make sure to speak up. And we are starting the broadcast. I have the phone on the top of the volcanic plug, and you'll see it under night vision. But it's kind of interesting because we didn't really notice there was a divot on the very top.
Hold on one second. If you guys want to see what he's seeing, go to the YouTube channel Native UFO, and you can see what he's talking about. Okay, I'm on TikTok, he's on YouTube. Native UFO. Okay, sorry. Carry on.
That's okay. Go ahead and start it on here.
Okay.
You don't need the cord.
Down by your foot there.
Yeah, she doesn't step on it, it works.
Thanks. Some fun. I'm just kidding. It's all tangled up in there. There it is. Not just my foot. Okay. Bear with us, guys. We're just getting set up. Thanks for being here. We are in Arizona, near the New Mexico border in the Four Corners area. And we're going to be looking for UFOs here shortly. And yeah, so we're just getting set up. The sun has just set behind us. It needs to get a little bit more dark before we can see. But this gives you an idea of the landscape before we're looking at ships. So straight ahead you can see the houses, some houses and their lights, and then this butte that we kind of focus on because we think the ships go in and out. And if you go to YouTube, Native UFO, you can see a close-up of the top of that butte, and lo and behold, it does look like it's hollow. It's crazy, you guys. So check it out on YouTube, Native UFO. Okay, bear with me a second. I need to set something else up.
So now here you have the image. Without going through the infrared, you see the reflection. It's quite beautiful out here. When I go onto the infrared camera, you'll get a different view. There's a power tower. Should be a spectacular night tonight. What we were noticing is the camera is kind of deceptive because you get the idea that it's far away, but it's not far at all. How far would you say that is, Vicki, that tower over there?
Oh gosh, I can walk to that. That's about maybe a mile.
Yeah, and that
We were surprised.
yeah, and that's where the ships are showing up, is right by that tower. So these ships are relatively close. Let me go out now and mount it on the night vision.
Turn around and see if I can show you that tower he's talking about. We should be able to see it. A little farther.
So now you see it under night vision.
There's
I'm
the tower
just
he's talking
going to
about,
go
by the way.
to day vision just to give you an idea of the difference. Very grainy. Let me go back to night.
All right, we got something.
Really?
I think so. Maybe it's just a star coming in. It's hard to tell without more light, or dark, rather.
More dark.
Are UFOs making us lag? I don't think so.
Well, they could be zapping our batteries.
Yeah, we've noticed that for sure. Tonight we don't have the Starlink hooked up, but we've got full bars, so we should be okay.
So that's that volcanic plug that I had zoomed into the very top to give you an idea. And yeah, there's a divot up there, very surprisingly. So we're here, we're gonna be, our energy seems to be pretty good. We're thinking about being here for a number of hours just to give the craft more of an opportunity to show up.
In
And
that same
Also, this needs internet.
in that same broadcast that I was talking to you about earlier, he mentioned that we have millions of ships around the earth.
I'm sorry,
You
who said
remember that? Ashtar?
that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe that's true.
The local
We've got
natives.
some, yeah, the local natives.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Thank you.
TikTok.
Okay, yep. Talk. Tell them where we are.
We are in the region of the Four Corners area, south of the Utah border, on the border of Arizona and New Mexico, on a Native American reservation.
Okay, so technical pause. I've got this muted so that we don't. Okay, is that right?
Yeah.
Great. Just had you. What happened? Hi, everybody. We're just waiting for it to get real dark, and then we'll be able to see some ships and stars and planets. But we're looking for the ships that are moving.
Yeah, this gives you an opportunity to see what it's like in kind of daylight. And when we go to night vision, it'll give you more of a idea of what we're visualizing. This mountain ridge is very close. The flickering, you know, at this time of day, the sun rays, depending on their angle, can reflect on metallic ships. So yeah, I had wondered that myself, because I see a few like that one right there that's on.
Right, that was the one I was noticing too.
I wonder if that's a ship right there, because previously that ship has shown up. Let me hit it with the laser.
Wait, where are you aimed at? I'm looking at a different one.
Right of the butte.
Okay. I can't see your. There, I see the green one now. Okay.
So yeah, that's a good pickup. That small twinkling light, we've seen craft there quite prominently. And what we also have experienced is that the more that people join us, the more consciousness or density of consciousness is here, and more ships show up.
Do you see that bright one as you're panning left? Is it still there?
Do you have your red laser?
Yeah, but I would need to slow down because now I don't see it. It must have moved away.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, oh, excellent. We're on, Vicki, you can see TikTok live there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Farther left than where you're at.
Okay. So what we're doing here in our process is we are gathering information to make a determination whether these are ships or not. Are they planes? Are they stars? Are they constellations? And so part of that process is we look for a rotational color movement of these objects that our night vision color video camera does pick up very well. Yeah, that could be a craft right there, because it's still enough daylight to exclude stars. So we go through this whole process of trying to determine if it's a craft or not. And basically the checklist is it rotating colors? Is it stationary and then moving slightly? Is it in an area like this that we know there's alien, an extraterrestrial presence here. There's no doubt about it. Oh, look to the left of it. There's a blinking one. Do you see that?
Yep. Oh, that one's moving, I think.
And that one's moving. So there you go. Those are two strong possibilities right there of one blinking and moving. You guys see that? And let me hit it with a laser. Now these lasers are, one's infrared and one's ultraviolet. I do have a green one
Started
in this
blinking
visual.
a lot brighter after I hit it with the laser. Oh, and now it's changed colors. Oh yeah. Hello. I would say so.
Yep. Because of the movement and the reaction to the laser, we think that's a craft right there. Here's another one right there. Now today I also brought a spotlight, and it's actually used for on hunting rifles, and I don't hunt, but I was curious to see if it would allow us better visualization on a
Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Thanks for
See
the
if this
follows,
helps you.
Adam. And the hearts. Happy to have you here. Let me see if we can find that craft that's moving.
Yep, there he is.
Is he trying to?
What's he trying to do?
I don't know, but he's changing the blinking pattern, and there's another
Oh,
one
yeah,
coming in
look.
on the left.
See,
Wait, that was might have been your laser.
the beam reaches that far. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Oh, look, you see how he's reacting? Did you see him?
Yeah.
You see how he reacted
What
to
is
the...
that light? Is that just a light?
This is a flashlight that's used for hunting. And it just went, darn it, I hope I have another battery with me.
Oh dear.
If you don't like that, some.
Well,
I'm
these
sure
are
it's a special battery.
These are special batteries.
Of course.
Right?
But that was spectacular.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, we got another one coming in on the right. Where are you? It was blinking and now I don't see it. There it is.
So sit back, relax, grab some coffee. We'll be here for a number of hours identifying ships, and we always get surprised about their behaviors. There's always something that they do that's unexpected.
Like making you turn after I was
Did you
sure.
see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one we posted
Yeah.
where the light was reflected on the water, but yeah, the orb did a U-turn. We did not even see that at all during the live broadcast. Somebody asked us last time if there's a lot of stuff we miss, and the first thing we did when we turned on that recording from YouTube was saw like 3 or 4 things we missed out the gate. It's hilarious. Would you be able to see the comet that's supposed to pass by? I don't know, and we're really only aiming this one direction because we're on tripods and we're trying to kind of coordinate our broadcast to YouTube and TikTok. But if you're talking about 3-Eye Atlas, the last time we were broadcasting, my understanding was it was near Mars. I just don't know how fast it's actually moving, and Mars was way below the horizon at that point, so it just wasn't even possible to try. I don't know if I brought my extra phone tonight to look at the star map. I might have forgotten. Could you do that, Vicki? Could you look?
Sure.
Vicki has a star map. She's going to look and see where it is, and then also what
See where
planets
Mars
and
is.
constellations might be coming up, because we are looking at the elliptical. We have to be careful about that. So we're in Arizona, northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, close to the border of New Mexico.
Well, we've got a blinker, honey, right of the butte.
I know, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
Got a
nice.
couple of them.
Oh, look
Another
how
one just
prominent that one is. Yes.
There's 3.
I'm going to hit it with the spotlight and see what it does.
Okay.
You just want to know where Mars is.
Yeah, just look over this direction where we're looking, and just kind of look at what's in that plane because
Yeah.
it comes up right there, and that's our,
Oh,
that's the elliptical.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
According to this, Mars
Oh my
is
gosh, yeah.
rising.
You can see things blinking when they hit that. What is that? Look at what's happening.
Now, what are those objects?
I don't know, but
And see one below.
something flew through it.
Something flew through it.
Well, I can see that here. Yeah, there's bugs flying through your beam.
But
I
see,
can
we
that with the naked
we
eye. That's
definitely
interesting.
think that one right there is a ship, and there's another blinking one right there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this light actually helps. Yeah, I'm really surprised it reaches that far.
Yeah.
Mars
Nice.
is setting with the sun tonight.
Mars. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, so
clear over here.
Mars already set.
Yeah. Well, it's right on the horizon, looking due west.
Oh, okay.
It says the
Yeah, we're not
sun
going to be
set
able to see it.
here.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Now, this is an ultraviolet blue light that I'm using,
Yeah,
and Tina K is using an infrared. They're both not seen in the optical. Now, there's another one blinking just to the right of that one. You see that one?
Okay.
And then this,
Oh,
this
and
one.
to the left, we've got a color, really big color one.
Let me see.
yeah. Look,
Where'd you go?
Oh, there's one right
It's
there.
right at the ridge.
Yeah, run right there, right at the ridge.
And I saw blue, now pink and white.
Right,
That's roughly where we think they come out.
of the ground. Yeah.
And
See how
I
it's
see-
reacting to the laser, guys? That's definitely a ship right there hovering right above the horizon. And this is really close to us. Look, see, it's gone. It went under right there.
But I called
Right
it
there.
wrong last time too. Sorry guys for the crosstalk. I am looking at the sky view map to see what's going to be coming up right there. Saturn is just above the horizon, and it might be that bright one we were looking at. But look at all those blinkers. Oh my gosh. Wait, and there's one moving. I'm missing it as I'm yakking here. Hold on. Not where the laser's pointed. Sorry guys, that's just stuck right now.
Now you see it rotating?
Up here.
You
Oh,
see that
That
ship?
might be an airplane, but the one below it, I
Yeah.
thought was moving. I think that top one's an airplane.
Yeah, that's definitely a craft, and you can see it's actually turning into a cube momentarily.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking right of the butte, and you can see my ultraviolet.
Well, okay, but
So zoom
that
out.
could also be Saturn. We're not sure yet.
Okay,
Saturn is coming up
yeah,
right in that area.
I think that's a ship. I don't think that's Saturn.
I call it wrong the last time too, so it's very possible. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one's
yeah, that is not
kind
Saturn.
of reacted to the laser. So
It's
I
reacting
think
to
you're
the laser.
probably right
Yeah,
about
I think
that.
we're looking at a craft right there. I'm going to hit it with the spotlight and see
let me
how it
zoom in.
illuminates it.
Zoom in. Wow. Okay.
Yep, you see, it's squarish. It's a cube shape.
Yeah. I can
Do you see that?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at those colors.
Blue green.
Wow, that's really neat. We're in Arizona, northern Arizona.
Look at the
near
detail
New Mexico
inside
border.
of that cube. And now it's reddish, bluish, whitish, and it's a square. It's a
That's really
square.
beautiful.
Do you see that?
Rubik's Cube, Vicki said. Yes, I see it, and I think we've got several more behind it.
Oh, yeah, you see how it rotated, turned colors? Oh, that's it. I think definitely we've seen a craft there before.
I need to go home and get a coat. And
Okay.
get dinner. Do you want me to bring you hot chocolate?
What kind of milk are you using?
Coconut.
Okay.
Okay.
I love this
All
woman.
right.
It's the only person I met who can feed me with no problem. Thank you.
We'll see you in about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Vicki. Vicki's such a sweetheart.
She's a sweet.
She's offering us hot chocolate.
Looks like a circle to you. Yeah, we're gonna analyze this film later and take it frame by frame. And Roger's done that quite a lot, and so he's a tell your background a little bit and why we think you're right about that.
Yeah,
story.
I've been in medical imaging for like 30 years, and I hold certifications in X-ray, CAT scan, and ultrasound. And so when you do a lot of those images analysis, especially in ultrasound, oh, it's turning colors, honey. That's a ship that's big time.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
but
big
if you
time
zoom
ship.
out, there's like half a dozen ships in this frame.
Yeah, but that one is the most prominent.
It is.
Yeah, you should try and
Okay.
zoom in
Yeah,
and
I
just
will.
play with it. But anyway, like with ultrasound, a lot of what you're looking at is artifact. And so, and there's a blinker right next to it. I'm really excited about this one. Really
Yeah,
excited
it's
about this
excited about
one.
you too. Look at that.
And look,
reaction.
there's one, yeah. Look at that one right there. And over here. So under ultrasound, you're looking for artifacts as well as definitive structures. And it takes, for me, ultrasound was very difficult. But it builds an eye. It builds an eye of image analysis. And I also have a background in cell biology. So I bring all of this analytical imaging to looking at these craft and trying to find slight nuances in their characteristics about how they travel, how they present. But yeah, you can see clearly this is a cube-shaped object. Wow.
Yeah, some people are saying the sound's going in and out. Others are saying it's fine. So I do have 4 bars on my phone. Hopefully it's stable enough. If not, I apologize and just bear with us as best you can.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's
You can
reacting
also try
to the
listen
light.
on YouTube.
You see it reacting to the light? See if you can zoom in more with your fingers and with, there you go, and with the camera. And
I'm
center
all the way
it.
zoomed in on the camera.
Okay.
Let me center.
And now it's a red orb. It changed to a red orb.
Hi everybody, we're in northeast Arizona, northeast Arizona near the New Mexico border. We're looking at possible ET craft, possible inner Earth craft, possible government craft. We don't know, but this certainly looks like not a star, not a planet to us. Yeah, the red is really pretty. Wow, look at it now.
Yeah, you see what it did?
Yeah. Very cool. Oh my gosh, it's doing all kinds of interesting things now. So we think what we're looking at there is the basically an anti-gravity field that's put around the craft that's interacting with our atmosphere. And so that's why we see the colors and the roundness. There is probably an actual, more physical craft in there of a different shape. Oh, look at that one on the bottom right now. Hold on, see if I can get to it. See that? That one just really started blinking a lot.
Oh, right, right.
And then this one up here, I think is also a craft.
Yes, those 3. And you could see very slight blinking around the object itself, the reddish object itself.
Very, very cool.
But I got enough footage so that what I like to do is go back frame by frame because in 1/30th of a second, I've picked up an orb that intersected my laser. 1/30th of a second.
Right, and he posted that earlier this week, a couple days ago, on Roger Ray. Nice insect right in front of us.
I panned left, Tina, and picked up some activity right at the horizon line. Pan all the way to where the tower is over there.
Oh, there's one right here too. Two of them. Okay, I'll keep going though. Let's see what Roger's seeing. For everybody that hasn't heard already, we are broadcasting to YouTube as well. That's under Native UFO. So we're trying to really keep our broadcasts similar to each other so that we're showing you guys the same thing for the most part.
Right. And we want to encourage a dialogue with you, the audience, as well through your comments. We do have a Zoom that's been a Zoom link that we've established. But since we're filming at the last moment tonight, I didn't get a chance to put out the Zoom emails.
What are we looking at? We are looking at what we think are ET craft, or let's just call them unidentified. We have a number of theories about what they could be, but you know, that would all be speculation, of course. Anybody wants to hear that, we're happy to expound on it, but there's a number of options, obviously. Most of you know that already. Did you go back the other direction?
I did, yeah. I went back because that large reddish one is so intriguing to me, and there's other ships popping up around it. So
did you see that one to the left of the butte?
No.
Let me show you.
Oh yeah, at the horizon right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with the laser again tonight. Okay, let's look at see what that bright one's doing. Okay. We are in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border. We're on the reservation. We're not giving a specific location. A lot of the locals do know, they recognize it. You might be able to catch it in the chat if somebody posts it, but out of respect, we're not really saying. We have done some CE5 meditations. We didn't do one tonight, but all the way on the drive over here for about an hour, I was projecting quantum healing and positive intention for a good broadcast for you guys, and to interact with some positive groups here. So we have a couple of announcements that are exciting. In, is it just a week? I don't know. I've lost track of the days. About 10 days. Probably, I think this 27th of September, we're going to be broadcasting live from Bradshaw Ranch near Sedona, Arizona. Very well-known area for paranormal activity on a scale with Skinwalker Ranch. Sorry if it's freezing up, you guys. I don't see any freezing on my end, and I do have 4 bars. Hi, Monica. We do not have any friends with us just at the moment. Vicki will be back. We could probably get Melinda on the phone. Melinda, are you here? don't know how I could. We're both using our phones, so we don't really have a way to contact her to let her know.
So not a bad view of those ships right there for not having moonlight.
Right.
Watch your coat against grabbing this right there. That's good.
I'm gonna pan a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Let's just see. What do we see?
So again, what I believe is a pretty prominent craft is right here. And then these other, like right along the horizon, these are showing up. This is looking like a rally point for them to appear out of the ground. See this one kind of poking up here? This is very close to us. I would say no more than 2 miles in a direct line of sight. Here's another one. See how he's blinking red right here? This is a ship over here.
It is not on pause. We seem to be having some issues tonight.
Yeah, we need to probably bring Starlink every time just so there's no issues with signals. But see that ship right there? I'm going to zoom in, and it was a cube. It was a cube. I couldn't believe it.
Hi, Janet. Thanks for the gifts and the hearts.
I'm going to go in and go super zoom on that so you guys can see it again, because it's very interesting, I believe.
Where are you going again?
I'm going to go super close to that reddish one above, near the butte.
Okay.
You see its internal structures there? It's glowing red, white. It's got a blinker next to it. And it's somewhat stationary. You're welcome to take a screenshot yourself and then import it into your computer and zoom in on it.
I'd really like to see some movement. Let's see if we can get them to move. Everybody send some intention. We think they respond to the group consciousness that's here. Oops, sorry about that. I wanted to go up because it looked like there were some interesting things going on. Yeah.
So I'm putting a spotlight on them that I'm really quite impressed how far this spotlight is going.
Hi, Hurricane Henry. I'm going to pan a little bit again.
Okay.
I want to see some movers.
We pan along the horizon. This is an area we've seen ships disappear into the ground on numerous videos we've taken. And we've seen a whole armada of ships at some time where there's possibly 20 or 30 of them blinking at us feverishly.
Yeah, I can see the glitching. We're watching the TikTok stream on an iPad, and it's freezing, and sorry about that, you guys.
I'm actually quite surprised we get a signal here at all.
Right? And it'll probably tell me I've used all my... You know what? I'm gonna use your hotspot, is that okay? Or will you think that'll make that one glitch then?
Yeah, it'll...
We have a mover.
Where?
Right there.
Very faint. Very
faint.
faint.
It's pretty faint, but it's moving along at a good clip.
Oh yeah, you see there's a mover right there.
Oh, and here comes another one. See, you just gotta ask. Here's another one.
Right, you see them? You see them moving?
3 in this frame moving.
One's moving left, one's moving right. You see that?
One's moving up and to the right. We've got this one moving to the left. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Space Brothers. See, there's one that's going up. Planes don't go up like that.
Well, they certainly do, but not wobbly around like this one's doing. Look at it. He's just going all over the place.
Yep, there's a craft right there, you guys. Look at that. Slightly moving.
Hope you guys can see this and it's not glitching totally. Oh, still high. I can only go so high or the phone might fall off. We got the phone attached to the night vision.
Nice, good pickup. He's just cruising by.
The whole live is glitching badly. Okay, we're sorry, you guys. Next time, Starlink for sure. If this continues, we just won't go very long. Here's another one.
Oh, right. Very, very faint, but definitely movement. So that fits our criteria. Movement, color rotation, and general positioning of where it's at on the planet.
Oh yeah, it is glitching badly. It's way behind what I'm doing. Wow, that's too bad. Well, you guys, the good thing is I am screen recording, even though we had decided I wouldn't. I kind of did it out of habit, so we were using the iPad to screen record, but that's the one that's glitching. The one I'm seeing is not, so we will have some good shorts for this up, and we'll show you what we were seeing.
But you're not screen recording on your phone, are you?
Yes.
You are. That may be slowing down. Well, not visually. You're not seeing a delay, right?
No.
As you're videoing.
No.
So it has to do with bandwidth. I'm sorry, you guys. But right there you're seeing, I believe, a prominent craft.
We have some students nearby, we think, that are having an excellent time. I think we should tell them what we're doing over here and see if they want to take a look. Alright, I'm going to zoom back out. I've lost track of all the movers. Let's see what else we can find. I think this guy might be moving. See it?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's reflecting off of the lake. You see that? He's reflecting off the lake. That's very
I can
nice.
see that now. It's way at the bottom, that reflection. Hello.
Wow, that's a tremendous
Oh,
beam.
he's moving fast now.
See his reflection here.
After you put that light out.
And now he's moving over here.
Wow. Cool effect. Okay guys, so we are in Arizona, northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, close to the New Mexico border. We are looking for unidentified flying objects, UFO craft, also known as ships and blinkers and movers in our language that we seem to have adopted. What are you looking at anyway?
I'm going back looking for that prominent ship, but it seems to have gone.
They're very not smooth to pan too. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, there he
Maybe I
is.
need to try the other one. There's another one coming up at the horizon and a massive blinker. Do you see it?
Use the flashlight.
Horizon and blinker.
Oh, right. Let's zoom in on those right there. You see the one blinking right there?
Oops. Oh, got very grainy. I'm not.
Oh, and there's
quite-
one just coming out of the ground right below it. You see it?
Yeah. That one up top is moving now. See that?
Right. The one on top is moving, and there's one erupting out of the ground. Let's light him up.
I'm trying. I'm slightly retarded with this again. I guess that's maybe not the right word to use. I apologize.
There's the one that's on right at the horizon at an area that we think is ships coming out. And this thing really uses juice.
Yeah, this one's really booking it. Screen's freezing. Yeah, sorry, Mary Lynn. That's everybody's saying that. The picture is poor, partially because there's no moon out tonight, so it's pretty grainy. Let me check the focus, make sure we're good. Best we can do without any moonlight. The moonlight actually helps to light things up, and that's why he's playing around with this beam. Can you try that again? Helps us to see more.
Oh, actually, it just ran out of juice again.
Oh, okay.
I got to bring more batteries. So there's that mover right there. Here's the we're calling a lava plug or butte.
Yeah, I think our numbers are a little bit low tonight because of the freezing. Sorry, you guys. We haven't really had this problem before. Yours isn't doing it? Are you getting any comments? Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it. We're just going to have to let it be what it is.
Yeah, this guy's moving towards the stationary ship. He's right here. He's moving in this direction.
Keep an eye on those other ships because a lot of times they'll light up when a ship comes close to them.
Right, that's why I'm tracking this one as he's passing the larger one.
I think that red one is signaling, and these two.
Right, they're signaling the one that's moving underneath it.
Look how bright that one got. He's signaling them.
Right, you see them signaling each other now.
Wow.
You see them moving. You're seeing craft moving and signaling each other.
Very cool. Wow, that one's moving away.
Yep, that one's just moving through the frame right over this, what we believe is an extraterrestrial base under the ground. There are no airports, there are no planes here on the reservation whatsoever. There is a few small strips for medical purposes, medical planes and helicopters, but that's about it. We're in a very remote area. There's hardly any light pollution, any pollution whatsoever. It's a beautiful place to be.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this screen recording and see if that might not somehow.
I wouldn't
Don't?
do anything. No.
Okay.
Because if it did, it would stop your visual.
It's not going to do that, but
Yeah,
I'm just thinking if it could possibly affect the latency.
I don't think it would. Because
Yeah,
we did it
Laura,
before.
we know. Everybody's saying that. We're so sorry. People aren't sticking around because of it. We're down to 20 people.
Okay, then go ahead. Take the screen recording off.
Okay. Screen recording is off. Hopefully that will help. We've watched this one move all the way across, and now it's just kind of hovering in the same place.
Okay, hon, so go to your settings for your iPhone and use me as a hotspot.
Okay. Crap, that's not gonna help. Settings.
Okay, just stay there.
There we go. Okay. All right, I'm joined his hotspot, so maybe the picture will improve, we hope.
Don't screen
I'm not
record.
trying to do that. I'm just trying to get to TikTok. Okay. Back. All right, what are we seeing here? Let me know if the picture improved. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it's better now. We've made some changes. Nope, still frozen. Look at that. All right, maybe that's a little better. Okay. All right. Hopefully this picture's better now. Thank you. Danger from Orion says much better. Great. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, you're hearing music from our from people here. I'm really surprised on a Wednesday night they're out here. But I don't want to give away all the particulars of where we're at, but there's a contingency of students that are nearby, and they seem to have a pleasant time.
Okay. What do you think? We got 2 blinkers, 3 blinkers. One up at the top of the frame, and then this one's moving.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a craft. All right.
There we go.
So we have to pick. We're gonna go here with this mover. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, something just moved across the screen too. Hello. See that one moving?
Yep.
Yay. Okay, that's better. I'm happy now. Better picture. It's still grainy because we don't have moonlight, but at least we're not freezing. It's kind of stationary now. They're blinking at each other. I think this one's a craft too because it's blinking at it, or was when it was passing.
So we're just sitting here patiently. We've seen a few craft, few movers.
You saw that meteor? I saw it too. Maybe you saw a different one, but that's cool. Whoa. Oh my. Sorry about the jerkiness. Okay, let's stay right there for a second. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Are you still following that mover?
I'm panning back and forth. I'm seeing yeah, that one.
That one's moving, but I think that one's signaling it.
Oh, right. I see that.
And I think these are craft too. Over here and here.
Yeah, and look at the reflectiveness on the water.
And there's one, oh, just to the left coming up. Oh my gosh.
Yep, coming up out of the ground.
Wow, that's a cool shot right there.
Yep, I love that. That's good. You see that one coming out of the ground right there, guys?
Thank you for the hearts. We got off to a slow start with the freezing, so appreciate the likes and you're sticking around for it.
And there's the intensity of that light off of the water.
Yeah, that ridge is really not very far away from us, and if they're really as close as they look to it, they're a mile away, 2 miles tops.
Yeah, they're very close to us.
Let me zoom out a little bit to get some perspective. Get all the reflections on the lake. Cool. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that was just your light. Okay. Yeah, so this one right here was moving and now it's stationary, if I'm not mistaken.
So Tina K is using an infrared,
Yeah,
I'm using an
UFOs.
ultraviolet, and so they're not visible to the naked eye. And I'm sure the craft see them or pick up the frequency.
That one that came up is really blinking. Hello. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border. We're on the reservation. We're not saying an exact location for various reasons. But keep an eye on the chat. Sometimes the locals will let it slip. They recognize it. I would like to know what they're really doing too. We have a number of theories, of course.
Yeah, we're trying to, one open question is their behavior changing as 3-Eye Atlas is now headed towards us? Are they somehow in communication with a possible outside craft coming into the solar system?
And I saw something today about another interstellar object. I don't know if that was true or not. I haven't had a chance to verify it, but have any of you guys seen that? Mention it in the chat. And please, I am reading the comments. Feel free to ask questions, and if you see something I'm not seeing, I can hopefully respond in time. Thanks for the follows and the hearts, you guys. Really appreciate it. Please check us out on YouTube as well. We are broadcasting simultaneously to YouTube, Native UFO. We need more followers on YouTube. Please follow us on YouTube as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we got another one coming up out of the ground.
To the left of the butte?
To the left, far left of where you're at.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Alright, let's see what happens. We got any movers? Let's just let them know we'd like to see movement. Everybody send your intention. Last time we asked, we saw, what, 4 of them?
4 of them moving in opposite directions and one going up.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Really appreciate it. All right, let me zoom in a little bit. We've got potential. Kind of looks like a couple are coming in right there. See that? They're getting brighter. These two.
Oh, right.
Let's see if they'll react to my laser. Yeah, they do all look like they're lined up in a diagonal line, don't they? Move over a little bit.
Sorry about the fuzziness. There's no outside light source at all from cities or from the moon. So the night vision here is really struggling to get you a decent picture. Yeah, there's that one to the right of it slightly, Tina, that is giving a reflection off the water. I'll show it to you with the...
Hold on, I need to zoom out first.
Okay. There's a reflection of that object right here off the water.
Okay.
See that?
Got it, yep.
So if you can, zoom into that one and see what it's doing.
Yes. We got some reds and yellows and whites.
Is it rotating?
It's responded now. It's really rotating.
Yeah. So there's a classic example. We found an object. It's slightly rising up now. You see it's going up? It's actually rising up out of the ground, casting a reflection on the water here, and it's responding to the laser.
Yeah. Mary Lynn can hear. I guess they can all probably hear. They hear the party next door. All right, we got more movement over here.
To the right of it, huh?
To the right, yeah.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
There. You got it?
Yep.
What about this one over here?
Yeah, there's a lot of activity. There's one right at the horizon right there.
It is wonderful, people having a good time, isn't it? These are good sounds.
Yeah, people are out here having fun, laid back.
Do you see the mover moving across?
I see the reflection of the mover.
Right there.
Yep, there it is, right there.
Oh my, we got a new one coming in. Look, it's just where the mover was, but it's coming in behind it. It's almost like it's following the same flight pattern. It came in at a curve or something.
Right, right.
Wow.
Again, we apologize for the lack of resolution. The best conditions are with a moonlight. I've not really gone to an analog night vision because it just really leaves you with a green hue or a black and white hue, and doesn't show you the color rotation, which is very distinctive of an alien craft. Because think about it, the whole military has those, and how many do you see of reports coming from soldiers on the ground with advanced night vision? None, because they can't pick it up because of the lack of color rotation.
All right, let's follow that one. Oh, yeah, see how the other one's signaling it? This one signals it as it gets near. We see that all the time.
Yeah, one report is that there's actually motherships that are encircling the entire planet and are cloaked.
please feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I am taking a look.
Oh yeah, you got that blinker right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's reflecting off the water.
It is. I've got a couple of reflections off the water.
And it's moving.
You're still recording on that, right?
On what?
The iPad?
Right, you put it in the screen recorder, remember? I haven't touched it.
Good. There's one coming up. I will point it out. Got it?
Yep, got it. Oh yeah, one's coming up out of the ground right there. I'm really hesitant to zoom in because of the lack of resolution because of the sunlight, or the lack of light, I'm sorry.
David says he sees a lot of UFOs. That's very cool. And he says see them better with night vision. And Deanna said almost all are lined up from one side of the screen to the other. Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah, this has taken some years of delineation and looking at
Here's another one.
different objects at different parts of the Southwest. Because unless you have this particular night vision platform, even though it's poor resolution at times, it's really the best to use to locate craft because of the color rotation. You just don't get that aspect with analog night vision.
You moving? Or do you have something else I should be noticing? Yeah, that one's moving.
You want to put your
very,
laser?
Very slowly, but it's moving.
Oh yeah.
Hi everybody, thanks for being here. We are in northeast Arizona near this New Mexico border, and we're looking for UFO craft. We've got one moving right there.
And down right there, and that one too.
Blinker.
Yeah, that's
Look
that's
out
a mover.
here. Big one. See, where'd you go? Did I miss it already? Crap. I lost it. Sorry, you guys. Let me find it. Okay, that's the one we were looking at. I thought there was one above it. I can't go a lot higher or my phone will fall off the camera. Ouch.
You see that object very ever so slightly moving.
Hi everybody, thanks for being here. We're in northeast Arizona near the New Mexico border. We're watching a UFO move across the screen very, very slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one above it that's slightly moving. I guess that's the one you try to.
Well, yeah, that's not the same one. The one I was looking at was even way brighter, and I think it disappeared. Because it wasn't really missable. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it was just gone. No, I don't think that is a plane, Spencer. The reason why I don't think that's a plane is because they will typically appear red and white blinking, and this one has not. It's picking up speed now, but it was really slow. You don't see planes going that slow.
Right. Planes tend to move at a constant velocity, just like satellites. So if we see an object that's stationary and blinking and then all of a sudden moves, it makes us highly suspect that is a craft.
We do have the flight radar apps on our phones, but they're currently occupied for this broadcast. And usually we have friends that can help us look for that, but they're not here tonight. So, but I can tell you, I do not hear an airplane, and there's no bright lights in this sky other than obvious. Well, okay, I do see an airplane. There's a jet overhead. It's not where we're looking. It's blinking red and white, and it's moving fast. It is not the same thing.
And it's actually above our head. It's not in front of us.
Right. All right, I seem to have lost it. I'm gonna.
Need some help?
Yeah, sometimes they do.
You good?
Never mind. I'm not gonna.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm okay, babe.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all, anybody's guess. If you think it's a plane, then let it be a plane. We're just looking to see what we can find, and we're curious, and make your own conclusions. We're not here to convince anybody of anything.
Right, we're just giving the audience an opportunity to project their consciousness to these ships and look for a response. That's what we're here for, is to help you make contact. We're just the conduit. We're not here to convince you one way or the other. There's people that have tuned in and have been healed looking at these objects. At this time of history, either you're on board with us not being alone, or you're still struggling with the very, idea of it. And with all that's happening in the world, all the sightings in the world, these objects coming into the solar system, it may be running out of time to do the research yourself to determine that we're not alone. But I can tell you from my experiences with alien ships landing in front of me, with the videos that I've done, it's not if we're alone, it's exactly how immersed we are with other civilizations. That's really the question. And what is your purpose specifically in the meeting of these extraterrestrials? Because it's upon us. And all I can say is have an open mind and get ready.
Yeah. Maria asks, where do they go when they disappear to another dimension? Don't know.
Don't know.
Another dimension. I don't know exactly, but it's very intriguing, isn't it? I do past life regression, and I have a pretty different worldview than most people. I don't know why I said that just now, but to me, these, even stars are not just stars to me. That isn't the thing. I've had people who saw themselves as a star in another life, and they were actually in tune with themselves as their current life and watching over themselves, and we are multidimensional beings ourselves, Yeah, I think we all have star family looking after us, right? Past life regression is an excellent way of finding out if you do have any contacts that, maybe you're a starseed. I don't know. Why or how do they sparkle? So some of these are stars that are sparkling. We think the rotating colorized fields like we're seeing here is basically an anti-gravity field that's interacting with our atmosphere. So we think there is a craft inside that that is generating that field that allows them, it's the anti-gravity, it allows them to move at great speeds without tearing their bodies apart, all of that. Space Cowboy says, I think they sparkle due to frequency and personal attachment. Very possible. Yeah, and we truly think they respond to the consciousness of the group that's watching. We've more than once ended a live and taken a look at the sky, and the activity just dies down. They really respond to you guys. So send those good intentions, and anybody that's a healer, send healing to the group. I'm sure we would all appreciate that. And anybody who's open to that, just open to receive. I certainly send healing energies along with this broadcast just as a part of my general intention.
Yeah, Tina and I are here to unite us as a humanity in preparation.
Oh, did you guys see that? Shooting star or a ship that took off right there. They are family, I think so too.
To prepare us as one species for the arrival of the Galactic Federation. It's quite obvious to us that's where we're at, and we're doing everything we can to reach out to our audience and to humanity to prepare themselves to be in a position to accept any kind of life form, no matter what their appearance is, no matter what their color is, which is ridiculous, no matter what their level of consciousness or intelligence is. You have to be able to have an open mind to be amongst all of these different beings, mantis beings, reptilians, greys, Arcturians, Pleiadians. They're all here. They're all here, and they've been waiting for us to grow up.
I heard that Melania Trump is a Pleiadian. I don't know. I have no way to confirm or deny that, but we are in Arizona, northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, close to the New Mexico border. We are on the reservation. We're not giving an exact location. Sometimes locals who are watching will mention it. Where are the orbs? We believe they're right above this ridge that you can see that is a couple miles. Oh, we just saw another meteor. Space Cowboy, where did you say you're in Texas? I'm sorry, oh, you're in Chandler, right there, you said it. Cool. I've got family in Phoenix and loved ones, best friends there. I grew up in Tucson, and then I lived in Cottonwood for 3 years. I still have a place there. We will be doing a live broadcast from Bradshaw Ranch, which is between Cottonwood and Sedona. We'll be there in 10 days. That's gonna be really cool. Oh, there's a Cottonwood, Oklahoma. I didn't even know. I was born in Oklahoma City. You're welcome, Pete. Wow, that's a lot of either ships or stars, but sure is pretty, huh? Let's pan back. Where are you kind of looking, hun?
I'm panning back and forth. I'm only zooming in because of the lack of resolution, so that the audience gets some kind of imagery to look at. I'm looking at the butte head on and its reflectiveness. I'm zoomed way out. You have better resolution.
Killjoy Joy Gaming says, I've seen some crazy UFOs visiting my aunt in North Cali in the mountains. That's really cool. We are in northeastern Arizona near
Thank
the
you,
Mexico border.
Celestine. I appreciate that comment for sharing.
What was the comment?
She's just thanking us for our information.
Oh, wonderful. All right, guys, let's ask for movement. I want to see some more movers. Let's get some movement going here. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Please also check us out on YouTube. We are broadcasting simultaneously to YouTube on Native UFO. And please like and follow. We do this about, is it 2 weeks? Does it really work out that way?
Yeah, about every 2 weeks. We both have regular full-time jobs. This is our passion, is to be part of the disclosure process. You know, I'm sure you've seen that Congress is now having hearings. We've had, I've been at this for years and have put up with a lot of ridicule and, but now it's, you know, it's too late to say I told you so. My my battery just ran out.
Oh yeah, mine might go anytime.
Yeah,
I got the low battery
please be patient with us. We're going to change out the battery. I'll give you a kind of view without the night vision. Here's one of the phones and the iPad that we use. But as you can see, there's just complete pitch blackness without night vision. Complete. There's just nothing here.
Oh, look at this.
So give me a moment to change out the battery.
Can I help you? Because mine's going to go next. So we're going to need to do
Okay.
that one too.
Well, keep talking and then
Okay.
pan around. Don't include me in the picture.
I won't, but how about if I show them our setup here?
Sure.
So that's the one that's being broadcast to YouTube. And then we've got our iPad down here showing that as well. Sometimes when our friends are here, they get to sit in our chairs behind us. And Roger's really good at the solar stuff, so we've got a solar generator. You can't see that, it's too dark, but we've got a lot going on. Let's see. Somebody asked me over on the TikTok feed if I had seen the moon, if we'd seen the moon last night. I don't think we did. Thanks, you guys. Stick around. We're changing one battery, then we're gonna have to change the other. See, that's the view towards the sky where we've been showing you. There is nothing to see there. Can you see that? So black. Okay, he's ready. Thank you, guys. Almost back. All right, let's see what else we can see. I'm liking what I see here. Do you guys see any movers? Thanks for the likes, everybody. We are in northeast Arizona near the New Mexico border, and we are looking for ET craft, UFOs, possibly whatever they could be. Call them what you like. But they're not airplanes. Some of them are, but none of that is. That sky is as black as can be. I do hear a jet, but it's right behind us going the other direction. So, Space Cowboy, Syrian Star, isn't that part of the Orion constellation? Sirius is a star that changes color. Oh, good eye there, Deanna. We got a new one coming up at the horizon.
By the butte, hun?
Yeah, in the dip.
Or in the dip? Show me with the laser.
I'm working on it. I have trouble with it being attacked like this. There it is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You see, left of the butte there, we look for objects coming out of the ground.
Yeah, so Tracy says what she sees is more like orbs, not saucers. That's mostly what we see too. Do you want to address that? Okay, so I'll just repeat what I said a little bit ago, that what we think we're seeing with these orbs, the colorized fields, is the anti-gravity field that these ships produce, but there's something else inside there. No, we're in Arizona. Anyway, so mostly what we've filmed is these orb-looking things, but there was a fire in this area recently, and somebody caught a picture of a disc-type craft over that fire, and they also caught Bigfoot running away from it.
Do you see that blinker left of the butte, hun?
Yeah, somebody pointed. Oh, we got another one.
See it?
Is that the same one?
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
Yeah, we think that's good possibility of a ship right there coming out of the ground, just left of the butte.
So keep an eye on the other ships, because a lot of times when they're blinking big like that, the other ones nearby respond to it, like that one.
Now, it's our intention that KNR are going to go up on that ridge. Vicki, who was a friend of ours that lives nearby, she said she could walk there, which is, my goodness, I mean, that's how close we are.
Yeah, that one coming out is really blinking. I'd have to say so.
So we'll just sit here for a little bit. We decided we're going to be here for several hours to try and catch some interesting behavior. There's one up to the left, honey, that's slowly moving.
Oh, it sure is. Look at that.
You see that?
Super bright.
Yeah, super bright. You see that one moving? Yeah. Look at that. Let's look at what that guy does. See, that's too slow for an aircraft. That's not a helicopter. That's definitely a craft there.
Eric, you are correct. We would not be pointing these lasers at these objects if we weren't really sure, and also we're using infrared lasers that are not visible to the naked eye, so that they will not affect pilots. Yeah. That one is ultraviolet, the blue one. Thank you for asking, Francis. She says, she or he says, hope it's okay to ask, have any of you been visited by them? Roger has, yes. Would you like to speak to that?
Yes, thank you for the question. I initially, more recently in 2017, I was up here with a friend, and an alien craft, an extraterrestrial craft, landed right in front of us.
Look how much that one's moved too. I'm sorry to interrupt you, honey.
Oh,
We've got
yes.
two movers right here.
Oh, yeah, that one's definitely moving slowly over towards the butte.
Yeah.
And since that occurred, my life has changed. I was bombarded by some kind of frequency that the ship let out, and then beings came out of the ship and encircled us. So that was a quite powerful experience. And since then, I've had a kind of small grave visit me at my employment. And I've had other phenomena and paranormal activity surround me, including being visited by Bigfoot. Now, yeah, that mover now is right over the butte, and let's see what he does.
Let's see what he does. It seemed to have turned and gone the other way, so it's moving away from us now. It seemed that way for a second. Space Cowboy has commented a couple different times. This is an interesting comment. 3i Atlas is supposed to have partnered ships helping with ascension. All right, my battery's going, guys. We're going to have to change it. We'll address that in a second. And
I've got a fresh battery waiting for you.
okay.
And I'll do it.
Off. Yep.
Keep talking.
Keeping talking. So now you guys can see our setup. There's the black screen showing that I have no camera. And that's Roger's. So that's the psionics attached to a tripod and the phone, and that's the YouTube feed that's going over there. And that's a telescope. We were looking at the butte close up earlier when we were starting a live when it was still daylight, and that was incredible, you guys. Go check out the YouTube recording at the very beginning and see if you can see that, because it looks like it's hollow. It really looks, you know, it supports our theory, right? That something could be going in there. And so here's the sky. That's some bugs going, reflecting off his headlamp. This is a very, very, very dark sky. You see that, right? There's no light pollution anywhere.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Look now. There's a blinker, there's movers.
Okay, let me get back.
Okay. That's it.
Is it straight? Okay. Ooh. I think that's that same one moving away very slowly that we were looking at before. Very cool. And we've got another one coming in to the left of the butte, moving. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble aiming the laser at it. I don't think I like having this attached. It's
Okay.
really hard for me to use.
All right. Let me just.
You don't need to do it right now. Let's just not do it next time.
Okay. We're gonna be out here for hours.
I've got it way loose too. Sorry guys, he's adjusting my laser. Thank you. Now I don't have to try to fight with it. Was attached to the tripod. There we go. So that one's the one that came in. We're tracking this one that's moving away. This one's blinking. All right, sorry, I've got a lot of messages. Let me read. I haven't seen them. Nope, we are not in Monument Valley. We are in Arizona, northeast Arizona, on the reservation, but this is not Monument Valley. What are the chances they're drones? I don't know. I suppose it's possible.
Well, not likely out here on the reservation, though.
So Curly, you are not wrong. We're not saying it, but locals can say it.
That's a likelihood of a
What
ship
did I
there.
miss? Somebody
There's this
saw something I
reflection.
missed.
There's a mover. Here's another mover.
Okay, I'm sorry. I hate Google Play. What was your question? I didn't see it. Please repeat it. I'm going down the messages. Too big to be drones, somebody says. Curly says, I live nearby. The butte is popular. Very cool.
And you see that one blinking right by the butte? You see the one I was signaling at, hon? Right there?
There's that one and then the big one. Yep.
Yep.
Let's zoom in.
This one's moving.
Oh, here's another one coming up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see that one coming up out of the ground?
Wow. Yeah, we do think it's kind of a Morse code as well.
Yeah, the blinking pattern is not, really so much in our spectrum, frequency spectrum. It could be another emanation from a frequency band that they're using, and it may appear red or blue, but those are very our frequency spectrum is extremely limited as human beings.
Look what's happening on the left. Okay, we have a question. What are your tribal tales of these? What have you heard from the tribe? We've got quite a lot of activity in this shot right here. So we've got this one, this one. So just to kind of give you an idea why I'm struggling with the laser, even though it's not attached to the tripod now, you cannot see this with the naked eye. So I'm aiming it, but I have to see what I'm doing through the camera.
So, hon, what you can do is watch me. You look at the camera. Look, watch me. You put the laser over it, and then you move up.
Okay, that'll help. Thank you.
So both hands are above you, and then move up. There you go.
Okay. That's weird too, but I'll get used to it. Okay, thanks.
See, that one right there is blinking and coming out of the ground. And there's one above it.
What about that one to the right? Yep.
Yeah, these are all good candidates for craft coming out of the ground.
Those are really blinking.
It's reacting to my laser.
Yeah. Somebody says we're near a lithium node. Are we near a lithium node?
Oh, look, in the divot, there's another one that's coming up.
Coming up, yep. And that's exactly where we see them all the time. Oh, you got it. Okay. Look at that one, yeah. And that other one. The one above it. Yeah. Seems to be moving away now. Very cool. So that one in the divot you guys see, it's gone now, right? You don't see it anymore. A star can't do that.
See, in this area is where we initially saw that very prominent craft that was red and bluish and turning into a square. It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore.
Where are we located? We are in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border. We're on the reservation. We're not saying more specific than that, but if you pay attention to the chat, somebody might let you know who's a local. Can you feel me irregular? I don't know what that means. Are we near Roswell? No. We're in Arizona, northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border. I mean, we're sort of near it, relatively speaking. How many hours drive are we from Roswell? Do you have any idea?
Well, Roswell is in the extreme south part of New Mexico, and we're in the extreme northwestern part of New Mexico. You see that one blinking and slightly moving? Right there.
Yep.
I believe that's definitely a
Definitely
craft.
a craft. Not too far from Flagstaff, about 4 hours drive.
Yeah,
Flag
Rochester,
stuff.
I see 2 UFOs, one here blinking and one here stationary. They seem to be coming in and out of the ground. I believe there's an underground base here, and it's been here for a long time.
Hi, Gabby in Tucson. I'm from Tucson. Grew up there. Somebody asked, how do we distinguish these between planes and helicopters?
Well, planes travel approximately 500 miles an hour, about 30,000 feet, and at a constant velocity. Satellites are traveling at 17,000 miles an hour and are quite above us. So to look at an object that's stationary and then moves and rotates color and responds to our laser, those now tend to go up in probability of being an alien spacecraft.
Look what's happening here. So I hit this one with the laser. The one above it started reacting, and now I can see one coming in from behind.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
See, there's that one that's slightly moving and blinking right there. And it's reacting to the laser.
Okay, those bright lights at the bottom of our house. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these are homes here. But definitely here and above it are 2 craft.
Yeah, we think they do respond to the laser. No, we don't know it's not man-made. There's no way to know that unless they land in front of us and show themselves, which, we're open to.
Yeah, part of we believe what's going on is a kind of quantum entanglement. So you, by just looking at the screen and acknowledging the possibility, you are in fact interacting with these.
Yep.
In fact, there's been a few friends over time, and this was some years ago, where I would do, quite lengthy explanations of the phenomena, and they got visited. So I don't want to sound too outlandish, but some of these extraterrestrial civilizations actually monitor me.
Okay, real quick, somebody asked what direction we're looking. We're looking east, southeast. Look up at the top of the screen. It shows the direction in the upper right corner. No, we're not in Flagstaff. We're in northeast Arizona, east of Flagstaff. Probably 3 to 4 hour drive east of Flagstaff. What if they laser us back? That'd be awesome. This is an infrared camera attached to an iPhone broadcasting. Okay, the comments are coming faster, but I'm trying to read them as well as I can. If I've missed a question, please repeat. It's great when you repeat your question a couple, 3 times. Just give me like 10 seconds. Those are angels, very possible.
Right, we've seen angelic-like beings over this. Not us personally, but Melinda, who's lived here, has images of angelic-like beings that have appeared over this lake. It just seems that wherever you have ET presence, it's a whole spectrum of it. To me, it's kind of one of our faults as human beings is we anthropomorphize. We can't necessarily assume that other civilizations have morality. We can't assume that they're good or bad or angelic, or we put these labels on because we just don't have the technical language needed to describe a quantum physics universe. So we struggle with our ability to try and put labels on interdimensional phenomena. It's actually quite ridiculous.
So we're having repeated suggestions to check out, find a lithium node, as that's their fuel source.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
You see this one here, I lit up and he's starting to blink more. You see that? Right of the butte. If you want, or just stay where you are.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. We got a lot of good questions. I'm going to try to circle back to them.
Okay.
But there's a lot going on right there too.
Oh yeah, I like that one right there.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it's a good shot. Yeah, we've had some movement, and we will do shorts after the fact and give you a few of those. Oh, look at that. You see those blinkers?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Can you hit it with the laser so I can get an
Not
idea?
too far past the butte. Did I already miss it? Oh my gosh, there's so much going on, you guys. Okay, let's go back to that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, her resolution is a little bit better than mine. She has a newer version of this camera. And so there's a lot of activity here. There's blinking. They're near the horizon. Let me see if I can get closer. It's just such a poor image because of the lack of light.
Do you know how many watts the laser is, hon?
The one particular one that I have is a 1-watt laser, which is quite powerful.
Thank you. Okay. Are we partners? Yes, we are. Hello, Payson. In Payson, Valentine and Payson. Ooh. Let's see. Let me see what other questions we missed. Can you tell if it's SpaceX? I don't think so. I have seen some Starlink. It's SpaceX Starlink? No.
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 So different question, but I have seen the Starlink deployed. That's really amazing. All right. My porch light is 60 watts. Okay. Do you think the Atlas comet is an alien spacecraft?
Yes, I'm moving in that direction.
That one's moving. Do you see it? Right at the horizon.
Yeah, I see it. When I zoom in, I get a horrible picture. That's why I'm trying to stay as much out as I can. But yeah, it's right at the horizon and it's moving.
We've had a couple different questions. Do we think aliens unite with us to help us further along our beings? I'm sure that is quite a typo, but I think they do help us with our path and our growth. Like, there are some negative groups. I think everybody probably knows that. And I see one of you had said that they're all gone. They may be gone. I've heard that too. I hope that's true. I feel there's a difference in the energy anymore. It doesn't feel as hard to function. You know what I mean? It just feels lighter to me. So I do think that that's probably true.
Yeah, we're dealing with we're dealing with a phenomena that's from another dimension. How do you determine if they have the best interest in mind for us? How do you determine that? How do you have the discernment to know if they're here to exploit us, to control us, or to help us ascend? You know, we just don't know.
We don't know, but from my research, and I am reading your chats, guys. I'm going to get back to the questions, but go ahead and keep repeating them. I'm sorry, what were you saying, honey? I lost my train of thought.
That we just don't know what the intentions are of these
Right.
aliens.
Right. I think historically the ones that have been more overt, well, I have a lot of opinions and I come to them different ways, but I think that the really positive ETs follow universal law of non-interference, and they're not going to come unless we ask them, or unless there's something so egregious happening that they are authorized to intervene. And we've had some of that, so I don't know if they're intervening or not. But I do think so, to a degree. I think they're communicating with many of us through channels. You have to use your discernment and see what resonates with you. Some of the stuff on YouTube that says they're Galactic Federation, I love. Some of it does not resonate with me at all. Yes, there are negative ones. We believe there are, and Roger's worked here in this area for almost 20 years and has talked to the locals, and whatever may still be going on now, there's definitely been abductions and bad experiences. They've been tortured. Some of them come back, some of them don't. So there's a lot going on.
Right. We're trying to be purposely somewhat naive and open-minded about this contact, but what I have experienced and in discussing with a lot of locals is there's abductions going on. There's implant devices being put in people. It could be quite horrible. I don't even want to even begin to talk about the possibility of cannibalism.
Right. Well, I do think there's some of that going on from the negatives. And at the same time, I struggle with that because I'm really moving past
Look
duality.
to the right. Scan to the right.
But there's a reality. You know, Roger's had more experience with
right there.
The negatives. I've come at it from the spiritual side, and I'm really connected with the positive through my own past life regressions, star family, and meditations. I've come across a lot of healing methods that have been channeled from extraterrestrial sources, and it's beautiful. My whole life has changed. I've grown tremendously. Nothing in me believes that they're all negative by any means. How many different alien species know about us? A lot. A lot. And I think there's inner Earth beings too. I think how do we call those extraterrestrials? They're here. They've been here longer than us. I don't know. I just really think there's a lot going on.
Right. There could be a number of extraterrestrial civilizations underneath the ground that have been here for thousands of years.
Yeah, Duke, we're using infrared lasers so that they're not visible to the naked eye, so that they don't impact airplanes. We're sensitive to that as well. Very careful. Okay, so I'm kind of reading back. See what I missed. Thank you, Steffi, for answering, Duke. Abductions are no longer taking place. I hope that's true, Christopher. I really do. And at the same time, I think some of it is Star Family checking on us. You know, really do. It's just we can't broad brush any of this into one category. There's a lot going on. It would be like trying to look at Earth, one group of Earth people, and say that's what everybody's doing. It's just not true. Okay, so for anybody who's new, we are in northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, close to the New Mexico border. We're looking at ET craft and some stars and planets, probably too, but primarily we are looking for craft that are, yep, I was just about to point at that one, thank you. You beat me to it. Let's zoom in.
Yeah, this is a blinker and a mover.
They had a dream about the mountain we're showing. That's cool.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, this is a very special energy place.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to take a short break, get something to drink. So if you can do the talking for a moment.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, Tina has a much better resolution at those objects than I do.
Can you shine your light down here? I lost my headlamp. Okay, I don't know where it is. I must have put it in my pocket. I got it. Okay.
So yeah, it's getting a little cold. It's a little eerie out here. Oh, we have our friend Vicki coming back with hot chocolate. How nice of
wonderful. Her. Hi, Vicki.
Hi, Vicki.
Hello.
Good timing.
You're so nice of you. Thank you.
Chocolate is served.
You got the dogs with you?
Yes,
Oh.
for a change. These birds. Alrighty.
Thank you so much, Vicki.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I'm actually sort of hot. It's a weird combination because I've got a lot of layers on. Oh, what's going on there? Do you see that one blinking and moving?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. We are in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border, Four Corners area, if you're familiar. Oh yeah, that one's definitely moving. Wow, we got a lot going on.
Are they popping?
Do we think this is something spiritual, like angels and demons?
Ooh.
Would you like to address that, Roger? Ultimately, there's really only one.
Well, thank you, Nathan, for
energy.
that. Yes, I've had aliens in my bedroom, and Shadow Man specifically, and it was not nice. He was actually quite terrifying. It was a rolling dark cloud. Oh, it's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Vicki's brought us some really nice, fresh, hot chocolate. What a wonderful person.
Oh, sorry, my back was hurting. That's what's happened.
Thank you so
I've got a
much.
little bit of lower back
Gotcha.
pain, and I leaned down to pick something up, and it kind of caught when I stood up.
We're filming somewhat north by northeast.
I got east, southeast. You're slightly different, I guess.
Yes, Jessica, thank you for that comment. This is a real phenomena. There are millions of people that have been abducted, and a lot of it was not a delightful experience.
Look at the butte.
Oh yeah. So you've got one coming out from on the left. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Right there. See?
Oh yeah. Cool.
How do we know it's an alien and not a spirit or something like that? We don't. Sometimes, I mean, the ones that Roger saw in person, he's pretty sure. But he's also seen some celestial beings as well. Talk about that if you're willing.
Yeah, I had I would just, not to make it so complex. I've had divine entities show up in front of me, and very loving, very kind. And I think that ultimately that's where discernment has to come from. How are you receiving the energy that they're putting out? Because I think we're on the precipice. I'm talking months, if not sooner, that we could have extraterrestrial entities are walking amongst us. In fact, I think hybrids are already walking amongst us, half human, half alien, and they're not even aware of their nature.
Some are.
But here I'm focusing in on the butte because we're seeing craft coming out of it, very, very slightly, right there. You see that one right there, right above the top.
Mary Lynn says she agrees 1,000% they're walking among us. What about the ones underground? Well, good question. One of our working theories is that there's lava tubes and lots of other, more developed tubes, but some of them are lava tubes, and this particular area is highly volcanic, all the way from here to Sedona into the Grand Canyon. Roger?
Right. If you drive on I-40, you're basically driving through lava fields. You see them on either side of the highway.
Yeah, alien's a term. Sorry, I just read a comment about the term angels. Somebody said fallen angels. We think that too. Anyway, move along. We maybe shouldn't use the word alien, but Roger's been involved in this phenomena for a long time, and he's been following it, and that's, just the word that's been used for a long time. He means no offense by it whatsoever. Are they demons? Some might be, but...
Well, I mean, I like to err on the side of caution. And so my immediate response to any kind of paranormal activity is are they demonic in nature? And, I go into prayer and meditation for protection and see how they respond to that energy that I'm putting out. But this is not to be taken lightly, trying to communicate with these entities, because you really don't have any idea who you're trying to contact and what their motives are. What do you think, Vicki? I think this is a much better, right? The iPad than the screen, because the screen was just too bright.
What are we looking for, hoping to see? So we're hoping to see movement. That helps us to identify craft for sure. Well, there's one. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me put this somewhere else so we don't spill it on our stuff. Yeah, you want me to hold that, please? Sure. All right, let me zoom in on that one. Oops, that's the contrast. Sorry, guys. So I think that one's a craft. There we go. You got it?
Yep, got it. Oh, see it blinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It responded.
It responded to her laser right there. You see that? How it's now rotating reddish?
Yeah, someone asked what about our spaceships? Yeah, they could be human. I think some of the abductions are human based. We know somebody that is being abducted, and from the things she's saying, we think there's two things going on.
Yeah, we are deeply involved with an individual who's been abducted and has had a number of implants put into her body. I've taken images of the implants. I at some time intend to put them on TikTok and YouTube. And I believe they're alive. I believe they're transmitting frequencies to another source. And the speculations abound. Is it a tracking device? Are they actually changing her DNA by the implant that's put in her body? So, when you meet an individual like that, and then when I first met her, she was a follower of mine, of my videos. I went up to her home in Colorado, and I arrived there at 11 o'clock at night, and there were 3 orbs above her house, which I only thought they were ships. So here you go to someone who's claiming to be abducted, who's claiming to have had babies forcibly done with these entities, and there's 3 craft above her house, and you're like, how? Oh, there's another one, honey, that's blinking and moving.
Okay.
Let me see if I put the
Somebody
laser
wanted to know
in
where
it.
they're putting the implants.
Well, the implants that were put in this individual were behind her left knee, somewhat mid-calf. The images I have of the implant were taken out of her nasal septum area. She surprised them when they were coming in the middle of the night, and she ran to the bathroom, and these implant fragments came out of her nose in blood.
Okay, okay. Look up, top of the screen. I need to move, but it's really blinking and moving. Did it disappear already? It was. Oh my gosh. Hold on, can you hold this? No, I'll put it in my pocket. She's got both drinks in her hands, and I want her to hold my laser. Okay.
Oh, that's.
It disappeared. Did you guys see that one blinking, and then it just blinked a couple times, and then it disappeared?
Yeah, and then it just.
Let's see. Oh. Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, there could be a hint of radioactivity around these ships. I have talked to Travis Walton over the years. If you remember Fire in the Sky, he was abducted for 5 days out of Snowflake, Arizona. And Travis, over the years, has told me he's suspected radioactive traces around the landing site. And myself being a radiologic technologist, I am somewhat trained in radiation, and also I was in the Army as a nuclear biologic technologist as well as a radiologic technologist.
We have a question. What happened with the children of the person who got the implants? It's a good question. She says they bring them to see her sometimes.
They bring her to see her own children, which is I can't imagine what that would be like.
And she does have children that are with her as well that are not hybrids, if that's what's going on. And they also report. They say things that they're being taken too. It's the whole family.
And it's horrible. You have, a 7-year-old, 8-year-old that's being taken aboard a craft.
Stay away from all the equipment, please. Okay.
Now,
yeah, they really are everywhere, Space Cowboy.
Now, these days, being somewhat personable, I'm really moving towards David Jacobs' take on all of this, who's really been in the UFO field for quite some time. He's a historian, and he is basically labeling all of this a kind of demonic presence.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, Tina and I are in disagreement with that, but again, for me, to err on the side of caution, and my own personal experiences here with people being abducted, I really hope that there's a benevolent side of this phenomena.
Okay, Marilyn she's asked a couple times, thank you for the question, how do you think they choose or who they're going to take? We'd have different opinions on that as well. I think it's soul contracts. I don't think anything happens to us that we didn't agree to at a soul level. I realize that people are not consciously aware of that necessarily. But
it could be
but at the same time, like the being abducted and creating hybrid babies, is that a soul contract? Maybe she's a starseed. Maybe she agreed on some level to be part of that. But what I was starting to say is that in addition to that, it appears that she's being watched by the government, so I think when you've got that much attention and you are actively being abducted, the government's watching that because they want to know what's going on too. Either they're doing it or they're curious. We're not sure which. Maybe also a combination of things, right?
Yeah, right. So she's reported, which I totally believe her, that black SUVs have been outside of her home and following her around in her little town in Colorado. So unless you actually go there and see the phenomena, it's difficult to really take in all that she's reporting. But she's not lying.
Yeah, and if any of you guys are paying attention, if you're watching Roger's channel, he has posted a clip that was taken with her, the mothership.
Right. I have a short video of a mothership. I only call it that because it was tremendous. It was almost like a mini sun at night that descended upon us, this individual and myself. And I think they were going to take her again, but because I was there and I was projecting love energy, that's how I protect myself. They immediately started to hide in a cloud.
Oh, there's another one.
And all of this is, you can see on my video.
All right, I'm going to move right to watch the other one that's moving the other direction.
Yeah, I see that one coming out of the ground. And that one's a mover.
Yeah. Okay, here's another question or a comment. The person that I know that was abducted seems to get a lot of information to help fight diseases. So that's great. That's cool. I think the government knows and are complicit, possibly facilitating it. Yeah, possibly. I think it's still a combination thing. Where are we? Where can you find the video?
In my profile,
On Roger Ray's profile in TikTok, and also I believe it's on YouTube as well under Native UFO. And we are in Arizona, in the Four Corners area, near the New Mexico border.
But we've been engaged with this individual who's been abducted for what, over a year now, right, Tina?
Yeah, a couple years for you.
And so we're amassing enough data that it's really maybe looking like a kind of Netflix presentation. So I'm in the midst of writing a book about these experiences, and trying my best to actually create a screenplay, and have gotten, because I have the evidence. She has the actual implants in her possession.
Did you tell them that one came out of her nose and about the two in the arms?
Right. One came out of her nose as a bloody nasal discharge when the being was found in the bedroom as she woke up and screaming. And then when we visited her another time, like I mentioned, I'm an ultrasound technologist, and I have my own ultrasound machine, and she had a fresh wound on her right bicep. So I looked at it with ultrasound, and sure enough, there was a sliver of a metallic object in it. And on the other bicep, the exact same location, was another silvery object. Or I'm sorry, metallic object that shows up quite distinctly in ultrasound.
Let me answer a question real quick, hon. Sydney asks, is any advice or tips for seeing this in person when I come to Sedona this weekend? I'm from Ohio. So, yes, I have tips for you. I would suggest you take the Jeep tour. I gotta think what it's called. And I don't know the name of the company, but they do UFO tours. Like, you can do a UFO tour with John of Sedona if he's still doing it. And then the Jeep tours, I think it's Sedona Red Jeep. They do tours to look at craft at night. And they look over Bradshaw Ranch and everything. And one of the guys doing it, we're going to be broadcasting live from Sedona September 27th, I believe. And then again on October 4th from Bradshaw Ranch with Hoodoo Tall. He's going to give us the private tour. And if you're going to be there during that time, message us on Roger Ray and maybe you can come along. We're going to have at least one person that we've met on TikTok that's going to be with us. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah, I had a place in Cottonwood for 3 years. I still do, in fact, have a place in Cottonwood. And I went to the massage school in Sedona in late 2021 and 22, early 22. Very cool place. There's a few planes around here, but really not very many. And so we'll see a jet go overhead every once in a while, or an airplane, but they're much higher. And they're noisy. We hear no airplane noise whatsoever. And when we see the airplanes, they're blinking white and red. We don't get these other colors.
I'm tracking a craft moving across the sky.
Yeah, us too. Is it the same one?
That
Yes,
one?
it is. Yep.
Yep.
I'll be there the 20th through the 27th. Okay. Yeah. Too bad, Sydney. We are also going to be potentially doing a live in Cortez, Colorado area. It's not quite exactly in Cortez, but there's a guest ranch. They're going to be doing a wonderful outdoor concert featuring, remind me his name, hun?
Carlos Nakai.
Carlos Nakai. He's a very famous flutist. And so there's going to be camping at that event. You can look it up on canyonoftheancients.com. And the camping's $25. We're trying to arrange permission to do a live broadcast afterwards, and we're going to be calling them probably tomorrow to see if we can solidify that. But that would be a great place to come join us live if you're interested in that concert and you're nearby enough to do so.
Yeah, you still following it? Yeah, we're on the same object.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're both tracking this object that's blinking and moving slightly from left to right across your screen. And now I'm suspect of this one as well, as it's crossing above it. You see that, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Look, see, it reacted to the laser.
I'm going to have to re-aim it higher. Maybe they're eating us like the animals, yeah? Well, there are some theories about that. It's not the most pleasant.
Well, when you look at the cattle mutilation that was here, just a mile or so, or a few miles from our location, you are just almost sickened by what they did to this animal.
I'm looking for other objects now. I think I saw a shooting star in that one. Oh, wow. All right, will you point at it again? That's really booking. All right, I need to step back for a second. I just need to kind of stretch a little bit. Move around a little bit.
Yeah, stretch, move, flex your arms.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're standing here in the cold, but it's just better than sitting.
Yeah, sitting just about crippled me the last time we did that. Andrew's certain it's an airplane that we were looking at.
A couple of weeks ago, I was watching one and thought for sure it was an airplane till it made a U-turn right in the sky, and I'm going, whoa, no.
Nope.
Never
Right.
mind.
We are using a Cyanix night vision camera. I'm using the Aurora. Roger's got something different. FYI, we are broadcasting on YouTube as well, Native UFO. If you'd like to see both views, that might be interesting. You can see the difference between our cameras. Mine's a little bit newer. It seems to have better resolution. we are going to be getting the Opsin
The Opsin
psionics shortly, and it's supposed to be able to do better in the low lights like this. Maybe we won't get so much graininess on the nights where there's no moon. Let me go back and see if we can see that purple you're talking about, because frequently we do see like a purple energy field that we can't explain.
Yeah, it just appears on the reflection.
Yeah. There's something coming up behind there. Alright, I put my laser somewhere. There it is. Do you see this one?
Keep on it. Let me pan over back to where you're at. Okay, yeah. Did that just come out of the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, see that blinker right there at the horizon? We try to follow them if we can as they're coming out of the ground. You know, I've been doing this kind of videoing for years, and it still excites me every time I see craft. Of making actual contact with extraterrestrial civilizations.
Sydney asked, have they ever communicated with you personally?
Why are the cameras so bad? Because it's really dependent on light, and it's a digital night vision versus an analog. But it's done me well because it's able to translate infrared data into color, and thus giving me a rotational effect on the plasma balls.
So we had a question about whether they've communicated with us personally.
Well, that's an ongoing phenomena with me in terms of getting down what I call downloads of information about the quantum field, and a kind of a preparation of how they're going to present themselves to humanity.
Right, and I do believe I'm in contact as well. It's, you know, not direct face-to-face, but through the various experiences I've had, I do believe that my star family is watching over me and communicating with me. And I've learned some healing methods that are extraterrestrial based, channeled by one particular person, Shawnee West out of Sweden, and very, very powerful, very powerful. And at the end of that class, sorry, I'm messing with the contrast again instead of the zoom. At the end of the last class, they channeled, the teacher channeled some of these beings of white time, as we call them, and they said they chose me for the classes, and you know, they've been watching over me and all this stuff, you know. And I don't know, how do you know? But you have to trust what feels true to you, and when you start doing enough of your work and clearing all your triggers and your traumas, you can feel what's true in your body. And you know, you guys don't have to believe me. That's my journey, but I'm just here to share and not to convince.
Yeah, in fact, Tina and I were just commenting to each other today. It's different, obviously, from our perspective, but you just do the math. There's 2 trillion galaxies, and each galaxy has millions of Earth-like planets, and you're saying that we're all alone? I mean, it just seems so ridiculous. How could you possibly think that we're all alone? Well, all you can see is countless stars and objects above your head. I mean, how arrogant is that?
Okay, so these questions. So these drones that start high and then blink and fly low, do you think they're ET? They certainly could be. They wouldn't have to be. Hi, Linda. Linda's here.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Thanks for being here, Linda.
Thank you, Sydney. I appreciate your comments.
These two blinking lights here I'm looking at to see their behaviors. They've got my interest for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You see the ones I'm looking? Yeah, you're on the
I
same
just
ones.
moved over. I wasn't before, but I am.
Yeah,
now.
that one and that one.
Yeah. Do we have a time on a 3i Atlas arriving? I think it's supposed to be closest to the sun on October 21st.
On my birthday.
On his birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Linda. Okay, X is asking me, do I have an extraterrestrial life? I do believe so. Yes, I do. Several. In fact, I'm a trained past life therapy regressionist. I call it soul regression. Roger coined the term, but I love it, so we're sticking with it. But yeah, I was my first regression. I was not a human, and that was quite a shock. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that I was a starseed, but yes. And I also one time in the past life regression saw a portal open up, so I hopped through it and I found myself on a ship. There was a being in front of me that my sense was Arcturian, and they were checking me over. They were making sure, checking me physically, and they were soul family. I was part of that crew, and we went elsewhere on that ship, and it appeared to be like a kind of a lab with plants, and it was like a science lab, and they were all excited because they were placing the plants on New Earth, and they were saying it was really working, it was really taking hold. Oh, there's another one coming to the left of the butte, and another one coming out of the butte.
I see it. See the ones
So,
there?
yeah, it was a really great session. If anyone's interested in that, it's there's a recap of that on my YouTube channel, which is Tina Nierenberg. I'm going to change that to be Tina K here shortly, so we match TikTok and YouTube. But it's currently, you can find that information on my TikTok profile under Tina K. It'll show my YouTube channel if you want to look at that.
Okay. This one and that one coming up. You see?
Yeah.
You see the one coming up out of the ground there by the butte?
Do.
You guys see that in the audience? Do you see the one coming up out of the ground? Right there?
Very cool. Okay, if I missed any questions, please repeat them. You can send them through a few times. Just give me about 10 seconds. And if Roger's telling a story, I'll wait till he's done. We had the first time we tried to do this, where we were broadcasting simultaneously to YouTube and TikTok, we were talking over each other. It was just awkward, so we're trying to be a bit more elegant now. We're getting better as we go. Thank you so much for all the hearts, you guys, and the follows, and we really appreciate it. Please do check us out on YouTube and follow us there as well. What do you see?
These are, in my estimation, these are all craft, blinking and moving.
Yep. Why is the video so distorted? We're using night vision and there's no moon. It really actually helps to have a moon behind us. When it's a full moon, it's such a beautiful sight, and we see so many more. It's really amazing. The first 3 years I was doing this, I assumed the opposite, go out when it's dark and you'll see more, and that's not the case. I was very shocked. Okay. My hot chocolate monitor
is not hot anymore.
It's still chocolate.
Yeah, that's right.
So that works for me.
And pan to the left a little bit so you see the top of the butte. Do you see one coming out of the butte?
Bob asks, how credible are these reports that AI Atlas formed its own solar system overnight? Or something like that. I lost the exact quote. I don't know how that could be very credible.
You see the one?
How could we know?
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
I don't
Did
know.
you see that? There
No,
was a
I didn't see it.
there was a moving object.
Oh, there goes one too. Wow. Man, I mean, it was shooting through.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that one. Okay.
No
That's the delay.
airplanes. Yeah. No
You saw it?
airplane moves that
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
she's seeing on a
It was
delay. So.
moving.
Well, that was worth coming down for. Love that. I mean, I love them all, but that was exciting.
Okay. Oh, somebody wants to know if we're on the South Hill of Green River, Wyoming. We are really not. We're in Arizona. We are in the northeast corner of Arizona near the New Mexico border in the Four Corners area. What else did I miss? Yeah, 3-Eye Atlas could be the lie that Jeremy Corbell was talking about, and David Wilcock's been talking about that forever, and
What do they call it?
3-Eye Atlas.
Yeah, what do they call it? Could be fun.
The lie. So there's reports from insiders that there's going, like, when the cabal gets really cornered and they got nothing left to pull, they're
Yeah.
gonna pull a fake alien invasion.
Oh. Yes, I heard that.
So we have, we have
Yeah.
to be aware that anything we see could be just absolute lies. But my question on that is, hopefully it's not going to be like these other quote-unquote false flags where somebody actually gets killed, or people get shot at. That can be a so-called false flag created by the government, but they do create real harm. So
There's one just to the left of the butte that's kind of starting to poke
yeah, I
out.
see it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
Yes, we are looking for UFOs. And he is pointing one out that's coming right up out of the ground, behind there. We're not sure exactly, but we see them coming up right there a lot. And at the end of the night, one time we came around 1 a.m. and they were going right back down into that spot. So Tina Kay is my TikTok. Yes.
Native UFO.
And it's got the Native UFO logo, but I don't think you can, well, maybe you can search for it. Just the hashtags are there.
Carolyn's cute.
And my YouTube,
K or
okay,
K?
our YouTube is Native UFO, and then I have one as well that's Tina Nierenberg, Nierenberg.
But you're changing that.
I'm going to change that soon to be Tina K for obvious reasons, to make them match. It'd be a lot easier. I wish that TikTok would let me put 2 YouTubes, but they won't. So I would really like to. We're really focused on Native UFO, obviously. I've just got the one video up on my YouTube channel right now. I thought I would be doing a lot of videos about past life regression and all of that, but I got the guidance to just keep it kind of on the down low, and that people would find me, and they do, all the time. Thank you for the positive comments. We really appreciate it. We are not doing co-hosting video requests because it takes up half the screen, and it makes it really hard for anybody to see what's going on.
But we have a way to have callers come in through Zoom. But what we're instituting is that they join a private chat room so that they get the latest information that we're trying to share before they come on to Zoom.
So if anybody's interested in joining that, message Roger Ray
On Native UFO.
on TikTok. He's got the Native UFO logo, but the name is Roger Ray. it's this channel you're watching. Send us a message outside the chat. Can either one of us summon a UFO?
Well, we're attempting it at the moment.
That's what we kind of think we're doing. I mean,
They know we're here. They are aware of our consciousness. They're aware that we're broadcasting.
yeah, and we think they really respond to the group consciousness because we more than once have stopped a live, panned the sky, and the activity just dies down. Yeah, Hannah, we'd love to talk to you through chat. Thank you, Gary. Gary says he's enjoying the content. You going? Okay.
You're so sweet, Vicki.
Oh,
Thank you so
great.
much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, thank you. Never did I think when I moved out here I'd be doing this. Maybe sitting in a ceremony in a sweat lodge.
Space Cowboy's funny.
What do you say?
Hold on. It says, do they know I choked on a freeze-dried Skittle just now? Thank you, Vicki, so much.
Great evening. You guys are having a good time.
Yeah,
That's great.
We're having fun. You have a great evening. Say hi to
Okay.
James and love
Yes.
to you both, okay?
Yes.
We'll talk to you soon. All right, I'm going to look back through these comments and see what I've missed. But first I'm going to change the view here and make sure we're getting something good.
So
Thank you, Jay.
gorgeous
Great
out here.
cues. We appreciate your comments.
Isn't it?
The sky is so.
Do you have a light? Are you
I
okay?
do. I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you.
be careful.
All right, let's just go ahead and take a look. Okay, questions. Good question, Sandra. I'd like to know what Lyrans look like too. I believe they look like lion beings. Somebody earlier said there was a alien found in Panama, I believe. Have you heard about that?
Well, there's supposed to be some meteorite that's something is growing out of it.
Is that the one?
There's so much happening in the UFO world these days. It's really exciting, and we feel very privileged to be a part of it.
How much is a soul session with me? They take about 4 hours by the time we do, really we need to do 2 sessions, but I leave that up to people. They take about 4 hours. The first hour is kind of a getting to know you. I need to know you well enough to ask good questions, going through what your questions are, and then it takes about 2 to 3 hours for the regression. So I'm charging about $300. And then there's a second session. Often what we're doing, the very first session is to clear the body and the energy fields, rebalance the chakras, hook you up if you're disconnected, you know, get you reconnected to the earth and to source. And that helps to clear the way for a successful past life experience. And usually anymore, it's really a good idea to get 2. And I will give a discount for the second session. We're able to do it by Zoom, so I can do that with anybody anywhere in the world. If anybody's interested, please find me at Tina K and send me a message. Thank you. I really appreciate your interest. Hannah, I'm sorry, what was your question for Roger Ray? Let me go back and see what I missed. Yeah, the camera is 720 pixels. That seems to be the limit. Is that right? It seems to be the limit for
the infrared going to color.
Is the option going to have more?
The option is going to give you a better visual correct, but it'll still save at 720.
Right. So that's an interesting effect, right?
But you will see a better picture with the option.
And we won't have to change batteries all the time because it has a battery pack that lasts 12 hours. Hallelujah.
Yes, it's quite clear to me that the human species is part of a larger galactic family, that we're quite infantile in our spiritual development. I mean, look at the way we treat each other. It's just dismal.
Hannah, I don't know our exact coordinates. Would you know if this is right, hon? I don't know if those are coordinates. I'm not sure what that is, Hannah. Please explain. Explain it like I'm a kindergartner because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yes. Oh, I see. You're looking at our... I see where you got those numbers. That's my... Yeah, that's at the top of the screen. That's showing what direction we're facing, the time, and FYI. Okay, so you're going to see 2 times perhaps. No, you don't. So I go by Phoenix time because I work for a company in California, and Roger goes by daylight savings time because he works
Mountain Standard Time.
Well, it's Mountain Standard currently. I guess that's right. Even when it's daylight savings, it still is. Okay, we got one coming up. Let's see if it moves.
We're being very patient tonight because we could be here for a few minutes and all of a sudden you'll have one coming right out of the lava tube and going off into the sky.
So somebody asked how often we do this if we're here every night. We are not here every single night. We both have jobs. Roger works nights, 7 days on, 7 days off. So on his off weeks, we do this as often as we can. Sometimes 2 to 3 times. This week I had the whole week off as well, so this is our 3rd live this week. But that's a little bit unusual.
Yeah, we're both feeling somewhat pressed because of the 3-eye atlas phenomena. We think we are at that precipice of direct alien or direct extraterrestrial contact.
Okay, Hannah is saying that she's on Babylon Station and it's above that mountain right in front of us to the east-northeast direction. I don't know. Trying to find that again. Well, yeah, I certainly have some questions. Oh, the one with the flat top. Is that right, Hannah?
Seem to see a flasher mover right near the Seven Sisters.
All right.
So if you want, pan to your left.
Okay.
Right there.
You, okay.
See it?
Next to the Seven Sisters.
Yeah,
It's moving.
yeah, it's moving.
Yep. Now, if I didn't see the yellows and the greens, I would be pretty suspicious that was an airplane. Yep. Everybody thinks it's a ship.
Absolutely. See it rotating colors and moving fairly slowly. Way too slow for an airplane.
Thanks for being here, everybody. We're in northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, and we're close to the border of New Mexico.
Now let's see what that one does. Does it keep moving, or is it going to go back under the ground? Are you following it?
Yeah.
It seems to be slowing down.
I did not see the yellow light. Are we sure they're going into the ground? No. It's just what it appears to be from us, from our vantage point. And we see this all the time. So whatever's going on back there, whether they're actually going into the ground or if they're just falling out of view, I don't know, but they really do appear to be coming in and out of the ground. Space Cowboy sees them too. Yeah, they do show up out of the nowhere in the sky. I mean, probably they're coming through portals, and that's what's happening at Bradshaw Ranch. Is there's an active portal there, and we think this is an active portal too. And a lot of times we see the triangular formations. We hypothesize that they may be forming a portal with their ships. We don't know. There's certainly more questions than answers, but it's very intriguing, right? I lost that one. Which way did it go?
To the left.
There it is.
I'll hit it with the laser for you. And it's right by another object that's kind of bright. Right there, see?
Uh-huh. This direction's heading more into Arizona. The direction it's going is away from New Mexico. Oh, there was one at the top of the frame, a meteorite or something. Cool, Hannah.
Yeah, see, it's kind of pausing there.
A little bit. To the right, about 10 degrees away from that one.
I like using the iPad. It's much better.
yeah, this works.
This works.
seems to
I think
work.
this is the best so far. We had a monitor behind us at one time because we were inviting local guests to come and watch, and it was just way too bright. But I've got my iPad here. It's the latest and greatest, and it's giving us a live picture of TikTok on Tina's camera, which has a better image, better resolution than mine.
Yeah, it helps us so that we can track what each other's doing because we can't always see each other's screens. And it gives us a chance to screen record the TikTok because it does not automatically save. At least we haven't figured it out. We might have figured out something earlier. We did a couple of lives on the way here to show some of the scenery and the landscape. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and it's been raining here a lot. Everything's green. It's just stunning. I've absolutely fallen in love with this place. Are we scientists? I would call Roger a scientist more than me. Would you call yourself a scientist, Roger?
I would, yeah. I mean, in terms of my academics, are quite diverse, from medical imaging to computer science to cell biology. I've contributed in all those areas.
Someone's asking if we have a telescope. We do have one with us tonight. We were looking at the butte, the flat top mountain, through that before the sun went, well, it was just after sunset, but it wasn't quite dark. And if you check out the YouTube video, at the very beginning, you'll be able to see that with the telescope. We're not really using it too much for anything else. It's too hard to change it doesn't have night vision, first of all. Does telescopes need night vision? I guess they don't really.
Yeah, I can probably at some time, not today, line up this night vision behind the telescope. In fact, I'm half tempted to try it, but not on a live broadcast when we're not live. Maybe after tonight, I'll try it real quickly to see if something happens.
Okay.
But you see that red blinking object? It's moving very slowly. To me, that doesn't indicate so much of a low-flying aircraft.
All right, let's go see what he's seeing, then I'll come back to this scene.
Way past
I think
the
I might
tower.
have to look right at your camera to see it. It may not work.
Keep going, keep going. There.
Okay.
See it?
What do we do work-wise? I do surety bonds when I'm not doing past life regressions. And Roger is a CAT scan technologist and X-ray and
Ultrasound.
Okay, sorry about the flashing. I think that's because we're catching his light on his setup. I'm not gonna look over there anymore, hon.
Okay, yeah, come back. It moved off.
That was a weird flash through of light. Did you guys see that? That was not his blue laser, but it looked like his blue laser. That was weird. Did I see what, Hannah? No, I'm not sure if I can tell what's your stuff, Hannah. It's really hard to distinguish. We've got a bit of a delay as well.
If you go back to the Seven Sisters, hon, there's another blinker coming that I believe it came out of the ground in the same area. Right near where the Seven Sisters were.
Hold on, locating. Okay.
See it?
Yeah.
And there's another one there. There's two blinkers right there. And that's when we first saw the one that moved off.
Okay. Hannah said that was their light.
And you can see it's blinking on the reflection of the water, which I find interesting.
Okay, let's go down so we can see that. Yep. You guys see the reflection on the water at the bottom? There's a lot of reflections. There's one over there to the far left in my shot too. A lot of blinkers. Hold on, let me see if I can improve the quality at all. We're getting real green. It's so dark. Wendy, no, I certainly don't think we're alone in the universe. I don't even think we're alone on this planet. Well, thank you for having your guardians here with us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, if you see the steady pulsation of light onto the reflective surface, that tells me that there is a light intensity coming from that object that supersedes stars. See the reflection here and the object here.
So we have a question. Have we ever tried using a powerful spotlight to contact them? We actually brought one tonight for that very reason and tried it a couple times. It seemed to work.
Seemed to
but
work.
The battery died.
Yeah, it really eats a battery up.
Battery died.
I mean, I could dig through my pack and get another battery, but well, maybe I'll try.
Okay. Please do not use spotlights as we cannot see navigation. It's difficult for us to see. How about the infrared?
Oh, here's my infrared flashlight. Let's see what, I'm sure it's not going to do very much, but we'll give it a try. See it?
Uh-huh. That's infrared?
Yeah.
Infrared confuses our navigation system as well. Eyes only in technology using now is fine. Please keep in mind not to flash directly to the light as our ships rely on light frequency. Somebody else contacted us the last time we were here that was saying that the laser upsets them too.
Upsets who?
The ships.
Well, yeah, I think we got their attention.
Oops, that's my hand. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh, losing battery again.
Yeah,
First
gotcha.
warning, got 10 minutes.
I got you.
Okay. The lights on the lake are houses. Yeah, my battery's on low power. We'll change it in a moment. what is our approximate location? We are in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border, Four Corners area. We're on the reservation. We're not giving the exact location. Sometimes there's some locals in the chat that recognize it and might say.
Okay, I have my spotlight hooked up. Let's go over to the butte and try and shine the top of the butte. If you want, Tina, focus on the butte. I'm going to shine the spotlight on it.
I'm there.
You're there?
Hannah's upset about that possibility that you're going to do that. Other people find her annoying, but it's hard to know, isn't it? Let's just stay open-minded and kind, please. No, if anybody's abusive, I will have to block you.
Okay, I just lost my battery. Oh, and there's a light object right above it, huh?
Yeah.
That's a pretty prominent one. Let me change batteries. Sorry, guys, the battery ran out again. Give me about 3 minutes. I'm getting much better at this. This problem will be solved. Here's our equipment. Here's our solar generator.
Oh, here, let me help you. Okay. Yep, so this is the iPad. We're watching TikTok live. This is my setup. Let's see if you can see that. Nope, that's annoying. Sorry, guys, but here's the sky. It's black. Super black. You can see the house lights. Sorry, we're changing the battery. We'll be out
Okay.
momentarily. Here we go. Okay.
Yep, there's a quite of a prominent object above the butte now. And to the left of the butte is two objects blinking. If you zoom out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
see them? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna illuminate all of them with the spotlight. Here we go. Yep, that one's reacting above the butte. You see that, guys? You see how it changed its glow? It's reacting to my spotlight. Shh. There's another battery. I'm going to have to buy new batteries just for that stupid thing.
Maybe she's right and they just don't like it. So they're killing our batteries. You've lost 3 of those tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's a clue.
Here are these two objects here and here. Oh, and there's a flashing one. Look at the flashing one that just came up
Yeah, I see it.
to the right of the butte. You see that?
Yep. So don't shine it directly at them, maybe just nearby so that people can see what you're looking at.
There's that one that just came up. There's that one that's been stationary, and then this one over here. Yeah, that's a short right there for sure.
Nope, no airports here. Very, very remote area on the reservation. There might be some medical airplanes and helicopters once in a while, but we haven't seen any of that tonight. I've seen some jets go overhead. Every once in a while there's an airplane, but they're really not flying that low. We're aimed right at the horizon for the most part. All right, any other questions, anybody? So, Roger, would you tell us kind of how you got into this?
Well, yeah, it started meeting Travis Walton right after his abductions, Fire in the Sky, the movie that was made from his abduction. And when I looked into Travis's eyes, I knew that this was a real phenomena, that he had been aboard an alien ship. And at that time, part of it made me completely change my life from possibly going into law into the sciences, into the computer science field. Oh yeah.
Somebody's suggesting you look up Chris Bledsoe. Same thing. Are you the same one that said that the other night about Chris Bledsoe? That's the second time someone said that, so we need to look him up. I'm sorry, Roger, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so when Travis relayed his story, and at that time it just happened to him, he was so animated and so excited that I knew he was not lying. I knew that he had been aboard an alien craft. And I wanted to, that had to be the greatest question that we needed to answer, is, are we alone? And what technology could be bestowed upon us by us creating a relationship with extraterrestrials in medicine, in free energy. So to me, that was the most important mission that I could undertake in my lifetime. And so since then, I've been investigating based on Travis's experiences. How do you communicate to a ship psychically? Because there were no controls, there were no steering wheels, there were no buttons on this ship. So what physics do we need to think about and operate in that allows us to go faster than the speed of light, that allows us to control our vehicles with mind? And so since then, I've been still trying to undertake those answers. That's partially why I went into the medical imaging field, because now you can use functional MRI to look at brain structures as they're actively working.
One over here, hon. See it?
Yeah, I see it. I'm trying to orientate myself. And, you know, that's why I undertook studies in electron microscopy to look at nanomaterials, to see how they would interface with mind. So for me, this is the most important thing I need to be doing, is finding a way for humanity to make direct contact with extraterrestrials. There's no more important mission than that for me. See this one? Let's look at my screen. Right there.
Cool, but if I try to look at that, I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
flashing
disorient
from
it.
here.
Yeah, stay where you are. You're good. Oh, that object's really bright over the butte. I love that. Let me go back. Oh, yeah, he's really distinct.
Where are you? Yeah. I think Hannah's saying that's her ship. Give us a flash of light then. She hates it when you do that. You know, so we are actually hoping that this will be a place where we can have open contact, and that a benevolent group would land in front of us or come talk to us. We really do. We are open to that.
Yeah, we are in a birthing process in terms of consciousness and ascension right now. You know, the Bible talks about birth pains. We are in the birth pains. We see it in all the different wars and rumors of wars, and all the angst that's out there in the population. We are. Those are all forms of this transition that we're going through. And it's all part of, I believe, a creator's plan for us to become more spiritually evolved. That's what this whole thing is about.
I think that's a good question. Oh. It's quite an interesting chat going on over here. Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm sorry for the distortion of the image, but it really gives you an idea of the flashing pattern of this object. I encourage you to take a picture with your smartphone and analyze this image yourself. And now I'm immersing it with my ultraviolet laser, and you can see how it's reacting.
She says, ouch. I'm sorry.
You see how it's reacting and rotating?
The beams we're using, Little Toto, are infrared. Our theory is that they don't bother anything, but Hannah says we're wrong about that. But for human eyes and pilots, they should not be detectable at all. Is the green light better or worse?
Well, they're all different frequencies that may be giving different information to them or not. In one regard, I'm looking at the photons emitted by these lasers as being a kind of amplification of the biophoton that you create in your thought processes. As we think, part of my theory is you're actually creating mini black holes that change reality in the quantum field. So part of that emission is radiation. So you have a quantum gravity collapse in our thought process that then is exuded by a radiation release or biophotons.
Look down to the right of that one. I think there's another one coming in. It's fainter. Black holes are travel points that our jump gates are created with, she says.
Exactly. If you want to summarize our whole reality in a technological physics point of view, you have to start with the creation of a black hole, because that then talks about portals, that then talks about the ability to travel faster than the speed of light, and that is also how we communicate, is through black holes and quantum entanglement. So that has to be the new hallmark of a physics that we have only flirted with in terms of its true nature, that being quantum physics. So much of our Western man has been focused on less than 0.1% of reality, which is the particle or matter, where a majority or a great percentage of reality is energy. Most of what you're seeing out there is empty space, but it's actually energy. Yep, the seven sisters are right here.
Right, he's panning a lot. I'm just staying right over the butte. There's a lot of activity here. There appears to be more coming near the bottom.
Yep.
Right, let's see
Yeah,
what
there's
else we
one
got here.
there. One over here. Oh, this one is very prominent. You see, guys, this one right here is coming out. This one's coming out. This one's stationary. He's poking in and out. Well, I'm going to do the unspeakable. I'm going to grab my cheeseburger.
You got a cheeseburger. I thought they were burritos.
Well, we're hoping you're enjoying this. We might not be back out live for a few weeks because of other engagements. So that's why we're
not here exactly, but
Right.
we will be doing lives. Yeah.
we'll be doing lives in other locations. Oh, you're hungry as well. Yeah. Well, you know, we're doing our best, and we've got not a long drive, but there's a lot of black cows and black horses on the road around here. So we have to, and there's no light, so we have to be kind of treacherous in our way back.
We will be doing. I'm sorry. Somebody got upset when you said we wouldn't be here. So
Oh,
we are going to be doing lives We're broadcasting live the next time Roger's off work from Bradshaw Ranch outside of Sedona. So we will be broadcasting live. We just won't be at this exact location. Probably for 3 weeks, I'm guessing. And then the weekend after that, I'm gonna either return to Sedona or stay in Sedona at my place in Cottonwood and do a second live broadcast from Bradshaw Ranch on October 4th. So we will have some guests with us, and that should be really interesting. That's a known portal area. I have a place in Cottonwood. I've been here for a year with Roger, and I'm having a hard time thinking of Cottonwood as home anymore, but it's there, and I believe that I still have my place there because we need to spend a lot of time there this winter. It will be snowing here and very cold, but we'll go to the more southern areas where it's a little more temperate, and perhaps even in January, February, check out the Superstition Mountains in Phoenix.
Yeah, we've identified
What's
it.
the name of the abandoned mining town? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Wiki up?
Wiki up. There's a lot of abandoned mining towns. A lot.
But so far in our agenda, we've identified at least 5 different active places of UFO contact. Currently, where we're at now is the hottest spot. But Bradshaw Ranch is right there in activity and notoriety.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty. What do you guys think of that? It's just above the horizon. We've got 2 really big, bright, blinking, colored ships.
To the left of the butte?
Yeah, quite far left from where you're looking.
Oh, yeah, along the horizon. Let's pan over and see what she's looking at.
All right, we will check out that mining town at some point.
But, we're excited to go back to Skinwalker Ranch. Although the energy there is really dark, we're going to go back with Starlink this time and do a live broadcast. When I was there a few years ago, I was first trying my telepathy methodology and had great success. 3 ships immediately came up out of the mesa.
Hannah's asking if we are aware of skinwalkers.
Yeah, in the hospital that I work at, there's been reports of actual skinwalker walking into the emergency room to be treated, and then he actually, well, in the emergency room, what's the term when he morphs into something else?
Yeah, shapeshifted.
He shapeshifted back into a human being. So, it's a whole different community, whole different mentality when you live on the reservation and you go to someone and say, oh, yeah, Bigfoot visited me. Oh, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, so they visited all of us.
Yeah. And
it's just normal.
It's just normal here to have Bigfoot encounters, to have skinwalker encounters. The Navajo are taught at night, just go to bed. Don't go out. Oh, there's one right there that's
Do you see what I'm looking at? It's quite beautiful. See, farther to your left.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Unless, let me see what you're doing. That's really cool too.
yeah.
All right, let me look at his real quick and then we'll go back. I need you to shine the laser in the general direction.
Okay.
Thank you. Got it. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so study how when I put the ultraviolet laser on it, how it reacts to the color.
Hi everybody, we are in northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border. Excuse me, on the reservation, and we're near the Four Corners area. Oh wow, look at all that response.
Oh yeah, so you see how we're just responding to the laser?
Yeah, we would love it if you would land. Come visit us.
Look at that. That's not an airplane. That's not a helicopter.
So, shine the light on it twice and then, like, they'll respond, she says. Okay.
You see its rotational effect?
Yep.
So this is part of the criteria we use. How do you distinguish stars, planes, helicopters from actual craft? Well, now you're seeing it.
Uh-oh, there's my battery. This one's dying again, guys. There it goes.
Okay, we got one more battery.
There's something to look at here. There's my chair. Is that exciting? Let's unzoom. Battery change, bear with us please. Yeah, we have used the star tracking app. It's hard when we don't have enough friends here to help us with that because our phones are being occupied for the broadcasts. We do have some extra phones. I forgot to bring the one tonight, so that's my bad.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Okay. It's not lined up too well. Can you help me with that? Well, maybe it's fine.
It's
I
fine.
wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not perfect. This is the most zoom I can get. I'm zoomed on the camera and on the phone.
What's the matter? Am I eating too loud?
No, it's not you, honey. Everything's fine.
Sorry about the eating noise. I've got to calorie up before we drive home because we got to keep really alert for all the animals around here.
Oh, look over here.
And Bigfoot.
Honey.
Nice. Oh, very nice. Stay on that.
What do you think the temperature is, hon? Maybe 50.
50-ish.
It's not horrible, but it's
You got to keep
there's
moving.
seasons here where I'm used to Tucson and Phoenix, where it just stays hot until like January and February.
You see that one prominently blinking at the horizon. That's got our attention.
Very cool. Yeah, they're all blinking. There's a lot going on there.
And you see the blinking or the reflection on the water.
Wow, that's quite a scene there.
Yeah, you've got a much clearer image than I do. That's some good footage right there.
Yeah. It's a cool scene. I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Pretty close to wrapping it up, guys. We've had a long day. We hope you were entertained and saw this as being interesting. We love this. This is our mission, our passion, and we hope in the future you continue to support us.
Yes, please do check us out on YouTube, Native UFO. We'd appreciate all the subscriptions. That really does help. We're trying to build up presence. And of course, someday we might like to be able to support ourselves with this and quit our day jobs, and then we could do this every single night. Wouldn't that be amazing? You're welcome, Roberta. Thank you, See Through. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, J. Gray Cuse. Yes. Read the book UFO of God. Okay, Chris Bledsoe. Got it. Thank you, everybody. I don't think we're signing off quite yet, but soon. What date again for the ranch? I believe it's going to be September 27th, might be the 28th, whichever is a Saturday. And then October 4th. So that'll be 2 Saturdays in a row. And if I stay there, maybe I can do it more often. I kind of have an open invitation to do it as often as we want, but my tour guide is doing Jeep tours at night, so it will be a later start, and I do have to work the next morning, so that might not be the best. Do I see the bright light above the mountains in between? I see a lot of bright lights. Maybe that one? Oh, look. We got a mover. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Blinking very nicely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thanks, Hannah. If that's you guys, cool. Super cool. I know you say there's people behind us. I clearly don't see them. I gave them the universal greeting as I was taught. Hopefully that was well received.
You guys see that blinker right at the horizon? We believe that's an example of it coming out of the ground. That's a good one. Running out of steam, honey?
Yep. I need to see the chiropractor. I have to drive too far to get to the chiropractor here. I just haven't made it happen. So I keep waiting till I go back to Sedona. I've got a wonderful chiropractor there.
I encourage you all, if you'd like to look at my profile. I think I've amassed a lot of interesting images and videos. What comes to mind is I was able to actually handle Roswell crash pieces, and I have those. That image did quite well in circulating in Europe, and along with it I have the electron microscopy report validating the isotopic ratios and the content of this nanomaterials.
Hannah says the isotope ratio is far beyond what humans can control at the Roswell crash site.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard Roger, he agreed. I'm sure I'm not talking loud enough for YouTube. Sorry guys. I do try to project my voice better. I'm getting better. I think I did better tonight. Yeah, I see that, Hannah.
Yeah, we were going to make a bed behind in the truck bed, but
Thank you, Sandra.
there's only so much we can do.
Yes, we are gearing up to be able to camp here, but the road on our street has been under construction and we can't get our camper out just now.
Yeah, we have a tiny little cute fifth wheel. It's called a Scamp. I've had it for years, and it's got everything. But we want to do this full time until actual extraterrestrials are walking amongst us out in the open. And then the world will be much different once that happens. Yeah, Medford, Oregon
That's funny.
is a hot spot.
And where?
Medford, Oregon.
Oh, I don't think I've heard you talk about that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really geared to, again, bringing our information to starseeds, to people that know that this phenomena is real, because we're at the precipice of major contact. So it's really late in the game to begin the process of saying, oh, well, we're not alone, and what's your proof? I mean, we're way down the path than that.
So let me say where we are again. We are in northeast Arizona, near the Four Corners area, close to New Mexico in the United States. I know not everybody's from here, so you may not automatically know what Arizona is, but a lot of you do. Excuse me. All right, honey, you ready? I think I need to call it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Of course.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I see probably more than four, but four are very prominent. Maybe five. We are looking east right now. If you look at the top of the screen, you'll see that direction just above. If your screen looks the same as mine where it says league match. You're in California. Yeah, thank you. We love that grand finale. It's gorgeous. Can we see some movement too, please?
Well, guys, thank you for those that stayed. We're about to wrap it up. We're fading. But you see, over the butte, those objects are gone. Those bright objects that were rotating, they're not there anymore. So again, thank you. Please continue to subscribe and view in. We're hoping this helps a lot of people get ready for extraterrestrial contact.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
And one final
We'll
pan for you. There's northeast. Somebody wanted to see that. Okay, thanks, you guys.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
See you soon.
Give it some